Is it here?
Yeah, it's here. Come on, let's go look.
Hi, I'm Neil Enoch and welcome to Train Talk TV, the podcast about all things railroad. Today, join us for our unboxing of the smallest production model trains in the world, T-Gauge. Have a look at some of the events from our Railway Weekender, a few that just passed and some that are coming up this weekend, and a couple more newsy things, including a smoking deal if you ever wanted to drive a real steam or diesel locomotive. So one of the reasons I like T-Gauge, which you're about to see, I've never actually seen this in person, but one of the reasons I like it, it's very different. And I think it has a lot of possibilities that you can't get with regular gauges. So let's see what we got. Welcome T-Gauge. There's a single unit. Cars. Buildings. We have trees, boats. Look at the size of that rowboat. Heck, look at the size of those rowers. Oh my gosh. Scratch building, I can make my own T-Gauge cars. Signs, road signs, lamp posts, fiber optic lamp posts so you can backlight those. And this is another train set. This is the Haiku set. That's the latest one. People. Look at the size of those things. You can't even see it. I guess I got more cars. We have switches, right and left, insulator track, track clips, a ramp to go from flex track to sectional, a railroad crossing track. Interesting fact. 2.3 meters of this track is 1 kilometer scale. We got horses, cows. Okay, we've got a concrete pier set, that's for rising up, and then I got two complete track sets here. This is a 132.5 radius, and this is 120 radius. So I got two complete sets. So let's get into the basic set here. This is the 132 radius. So this is everything you need except the train. So, track. This is interesting. This is a little wheel cleaner. I have read up on this stuff. I'll get that out in a sec. Power cord. These are also really neat, something you never get with any other train. These are automatic reversing sensors. They plug into the power box, so when it hits this, the train turns around, goes the other way. Very cool. The power box itself, derailleur, and track cleaning pen. Both the wheels and the track get cleaned with this sucker. And then your basic instructions. Of course, we don't ever read those, do we? Switchback. These are called switchbacks. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we've got our track together. And goes together amazingly well. Now, one thing I do know about T-Gauge from a lot of reading, it's got to be level. A grain of sand off, it's not going to roll. Now, before we power it up, there's something else you need to know about T-Gauge. So let's grab one of our cars here. Gosh, these things are small. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, these are, can you see that? Very small. These are fancy dancy derailleur. Let's get that out of here. And get that on the track here. See how good I am. Big fat fingers. There you go. On the track. Now I have to try this because I've seen it and it looked crazy. So let's just, I want to pick this track up. And I think it's the only one like it. T-Gauge, because it's so small and so light, has to be magnetic. And if I've done this right, it actually, now they tell me it'll run like this, but it'll have to be screwed to something because it's not flat. So we'll play with that another day. All right, let's try it, and away we're off. Now, T-gauge is not a smooth, slow scale speed, although people are working on a pulse wave modulator, which will make it so. It does have headlights and taillights, and when you abruptly reverse it, that you would never do with any other scale, oops, it comes off the track. So there you go, our first derailment. We're going to get into the Type 103 cars. Japan Railways Type 103. So, and this is a 4-car set. This is the standard set. And every car is different. Two are powered and 2 are not. And you can see from the, I'll put it down here. You can see the coupler is different on the exposed end and on the end that actually couples together. So, this is an essential tool for working with T-gauge, although some things require a little less of a delicate touch. Okay. So what I'm not going to put on is they have actual pantographs, and this guy is a pantograph bending tool, so you can bend it up so it sits up. So amazing, they actually were able to do that. So let's, these are kind of in order, I think, so we'll just deal with them in the order we got them. Well, it definitely works. Now let's see what we can do with it. Well, a few weeks ago, James Byberg of Milepost 25 Productions held a photo shoot at the National New York Central Railroad Museum. He had a night shoot and a day shoot, and both were well attended. He sent along a few pics of the photographers doing their thing. I haven't been on one of these before, but it looks like a lot of fun. Check out the show notes for a link on what else James has planned. Well, a couple of weeks ago, the Kent and East Sussex Railway in the UK held a special Day Out with Thomas event, and they've sent along some footage from the show.
Take your elbows up my leg.
These events are held all over the world. If there's one coming to your area, it will show up in our Railway Weekender, so subscribe on our website. And that's it for past events. Here's what's coming up this weekend. Here's a selection of clips from just a few of the over 40 events listed in this week's Railway Weekender. In Scarborough, Ontario, the Scarborough Model Railroaders are holding their annual train show.
If you ever go to British Columbia, maybe we'll go visit it.
It's in the Western Heritage Museum.
Mom, why is that? Daddy has an uncle. I can't see
You said your locomotive wouldn't pull a long string.
In Palatine, Alabama, the High Wheeler Train Show is in its 33rd year. And the Preston Model Railway Exhibition is being held in the UK also this weekend. Now we do list lots of full-scale and live steam events as well, but this time of year seems mostly devoted to the model railroader. Check the Railway Weekender often, subscribe if you're not getting it already, and if you know of a show that we don't have, do send it in, we'll add it right away. Well, here's one that I'd love to take advantage of, maybe I'll see you out there. If you've ever wanted to drive a steam or a diesel locomotive, with or without a train, Nevada Northern Railway has a deal for you. In March, you can buy their driver program for a discount and schedule your run whenever you like for the summer. Details are on their website at nnry.com. Maybe we'll see you there. Well, if you're looking to keep up with current railway, train, and model railroad news, check out the news page on our website for dozens of links updated every day. This episode is sponsored by Cribscapes Collectible Cribbage Boards. These unique 3D wooden cribbage boards make excellent gifts for the train buff or aficionado in your life. You can personalize them with whatever road or railway you'd like on them, on the board, on the box, whatever you like. The newest version has a lighthouse, and you can even get a lit lighthouse option. That's www.cribscapes.com. Well, be sure and check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/traintalktv. Hit the like button if you like. Thanks for watching.